Just one of them nights, y'all. Just one of them nights. YouTube, MFFLs, Glow Gang. What is good, everybody? I'm riding solo tonight. I don't know what's going on with King. He hasn't hit me back, but I am with you guys tonight. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Here on We Talk Mavs, here on the Glow Mavs production. It's your boy Real, the frustrated one, the dumbfounded one. I'm without words, y'all. I'm without words. I literally don't know what happened tonight. I don't know what happened. It's one of those games where usually when you have losses, you can kind of pinpoint to what happened in that loss, or when you have a win, you can pinpoint what happened in that win. This is one of those cases where I can't tell. I really can't tell y'all. I mean, I can point some things out that happened, but overall, I can't really tell y'all what happened tonight. This was one of those games. It had me speechless. I'm frustrated, just like y'all. I'm upset. A lot to take out of this game. There are some positives at this game too. I know there's a lot of people who feel like there weren't any positives because of the way Dallas lost the game today, but there are some positives. So I'm gonna try to get into that today with you guys. Definitely gonna need y'all's help to help me carry this show with your questions and your comments. I see that the questions and comments are already kind of live tonight, so I'm riding solo, guys. So bear with me. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get through this, y'all. We're gonna get through this. I know it's a lot y'all want to talk about, so we're gonna get into it. But before we do, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and run down for the people who are brand new to the channel. We give you our overall reactions, we give you our positives, we give you our negatives. We give out the game ball no matter the wins or losses, but the most important part of the show goes to you, ladies and gentlemen. We take your questions and your comments at the end of the show. So, go ahead and get into the score real quick, y'all. I know it's a nasty one, but let's go ahead and get through it. Dallas loses to Golden State 126 to 117. It was a bad one, y'all. It was a bad one. The top performer for the game was Luka with 42, 5, 8, 3, and 1. Steph with 32, 8, and 5. It was a pretty good stat line, I should say, for Luka. Not bad for him, man. Not bad for him at all. Let's go ahead and get to the overall team stats here. Golden State shot 56% from the field, 50% from three, 80% from the free throw line, 20 and 25. Dallas shot 47%, 46% from three, and 22 of 29 from the free throw line for 75%. If I did not read off Golden State's numbers and I just read off Dallas's numbers at 47 for overall field goal percentage and 46 for threes, y'all would have thought Dallas would have won this game. Those are pretty nice numbers, but unfortunately, Golden State, that was the key part. Golden State shooting splits of 56 and 50 on three, so no defense being played in this game, guys. I guess I go and give you my overall reaction of this game. Like I said, I'm speechless, extremely speechless. I don't know what happened, man. I was sitting comfortably watching this game until it got to second half of the third quarter, and I don't know what happened. I really don't know. Dallas's defense was struggling tonight. It was a defense struggle for Dallas in the second half. The offense, everybody looked good on offense. It was just the defense. When you give up 126 points, that means you weren't playing defense. If you're giving up 56% from the field, that means you weren't playing defense. If you're giving 50% from three, that means you weren't playing defense. A lot of other things too in this game. Referee calls or lack thereof was a little shaky for me. I know Keen don't like talking about that type of stuff, but I can't deny it on this one, guys. The refereeing tonight was trash. To be honest with you, I kind of felt like that was the way that they got back into the game. It's a lot of, like I said, calls or lack thereof. It just feels like, Draymond might have got away with a few takes that he should have got. I don't know why Bertans got a technical foul when a guy is literally walking over him and he's just trying to get up. It's just, I don't know why Dodo got a technical foul. You didn't see anything on a replay where he was being belligerent or anything to the referees, but it was very questionable tonight. Like I said, this team, man, we had problems last game with the offense and the defense, but tonight it was just offense. I'm sorry, just defense. The offense clicked today. The positive takeaways I got from this though is like I said, the offense showed up. The offense showed up. We had Luka with 42, Reggie with 21, and Jalen Brunson with 31. Usually, when you see those type of numbers from three players on your team, usually that's a recipe for success. We had something similar to that in Game 7 of the Phoenix series when you had your three ball handlers all scoring over 25 points. So, no, I think Jalen had 24. But yeah, all of them scoring major points in that game and end up winning the game. Like I said, the only difference was Dallas had the offense, but the defense struggled. In the second half, Dallas threes just refused to fall. I think at one point they went like 3 for like 17 on threes. First half, it was like they couldn't miss. I like the aggressiveness that Luka came out with today. He balled today. So that whole Andrew Wiggins locking him up and all that stuff, I guess everybody can cut that short now because he didn't lock him up. He came out, like I said, came out there with 42 points. He came up there with 42 points. He shot very efficiently. He shot 12 for 23, which is over 50%. And he shot 50% on threes today. I literally thought that Luka was going to carry his team today. He hit those 2 threes in the fourth quarter, which kind of made you think like, okay, Luka's about to take over here. But the thing was, when Dallas was scoring, they weren't getting stops on the other end. So you were just switching back on points, and that wasn't a help. Like I said, the defense just struggled tonight. Other positives, Jalen Brunson came out aggressive today. He attacked the paint. That was a big help too. Reggie Bullock, his shot was falling. Like I said, those are the three top scorers in this game today. If I'd have told you Reggie was going to get you 21 points, you would have thought he would have won the game. We would have won the game, I should say. Like I said, I want to get it to let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get into some negatives. This is where I'm gonna start venting at right here, y'all. This is where I'm gonna start venting. So let me start with the head of the snake, which is the coach. I'm seeing a lot of people online right now talking about Jason Kidd's, well, not so much the adjustments, but the fact that he does not call timeouts when these teams go on certain runs. He's the kind of coach that wants the team to figure it out. It's kind of like what Greg Popovich used to do. Like, he doesn't really call timeouts after, they say, a team scores like 4 points. He don't call a timeout like Rick Carlisle used to do. Y'all remember Rick Carlisle used to call timeouts after every bad play or whatever. Oh, timeout. You just sneezed. Timeout. Didn't do that. So with Kidd, he's the opposite. He tries to instill a trust in his players. So that's why he's not calling the timeouts. He's trying to let the team kind of figure things out. But sometimes you got to kind of use your better judgment. When a team is getting hot and you see the momentum is starting to shift, call a timeout. Let's start advising some type of a plan, some type of how are we going to stop the bleeding? How are we going to change things up on offense, because their defense seemed to kind of stagger Dallas when it came to especially the 3-point shooting. They sat back in the zone most of the second half. So that would have been your opportunity to kind of go in. Let's try to figure out a way to try to hit the middle of that zone, and didn't do that. So that one is definitely on Jason Kidd. If you give Jason Kidd the praise when he does good, you got to give him the blame when he doesn't. That's just how it works. Another thing too, like I said, some of his decisions. Now, I know y'all heard King and probably some other people here in the Glow Gang talking about giving Josh Green minutes, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was not on board with Josh Green getting minutes. I still feel like Josh Green is developing, and right now is not the time for us to give you a chance to develop. We're in the playoffs. This isn't the regular season. This isn't preseason. This isn't summer league. This is the playoffs, where every possession counts. And so if you're out there and you're missing shots and you're out of place on defense and stuff like that, we don't have time for that. So I didn't like the fact that he took Frank out because he missed 2 shots, when everybody was missing shots at that point. Because remember, at that point, I think Dodo started missing and Maxey started missing. You didn't take them out. Frank missed 2 shots. You continue to keep working with him. He's a good defender. And just trust that eventually his shots are going to fall. You don't just go away from Frank after missing 2 shots and then go to Josh Green, who hasn't played pretty much since Utah. And so that was not a smart decision to me on his part. Maxi Cleaver, man. I listen. We all love Maxi. You know how it is. Maxi's defense was bad tonight, y'all. It was bad. Um, he sagged off too much on the guy in the paint behind him, to where all they were pretty much doing is going around him and just scooping it to the guy like a Kevon Looney or Draymond Green or whoever was in the paint for an easy two, and that killed us too. Um, Now, from what y'all were telling me, I know King believes this too. The white power was supposed to be effective in this series too. I think it's to the point. We just have to probably live with the fact that that's not stop playing the white power or continue to keep cutting his minutes even more. Because what it looks like is they're starting him, then they're taking him out, literally taking him out right after they start him. Like tip the ball, first dead ball, you're out. We put Maxi in, and it's like, what's the point of that? Because right now Powell is not being effective either on offense or defense, and that's hurting us as a team. And so, like I said, it's our center position right now is failing us right now. Is what it looks like. It's too many drive-bys, too many points in the paint. Um, you got the guys on the perimeter who are overplaying. There's a lot of times they were overplaying on defense, to where they were leaving guys open for jump shots or guys driving to the basket to set somebody else up for a shot. It was way too much of that, man. The defense it just looked bad tonight. They were kind of getting it in the first quarter, to where, you were containing them. You were controlling with your pace, to where they weren't getting a lot of opportunities on their end. And it's like the second half, they just took off, And so that was a bad part for us tonight. Like I said, Spencer Dinwiddie didn't show up. I think that's kind of becoming a norm now. We only expect him to show up in game sixes or sevens of the playoffs, I guess. He didn't show up today, man. He had some turnovers, some costly turnovers. He had 4 points, 4 turnovers. And there were a couple buckets that he went to. He drove to the basket, and they kind of called it against him, offensive foul, which to me, it's like we weren't getting any of the bang bang calls today, which was kind of frustrating too. And we had taken the crowd out of the game, and all of a sudden, when Golden State went on their run, now you got the crowd in it, and now it's completely loud in there. Even where I went to the watch party today, and you can hear it on the loudspeaker how loud it was in there. And so that right there, it's kind of hard for you to yell at certain defensive assignments. It's kind of hard for you to communicate with somebody because they can barely hear you, and that affects you on the other end. So like I said, it was just a lot tonight, man. Matter of fact, let me just look at the numbers here, y'all. So Dallas got out rebounded, that's starting to become normal. There was 24 assists last game for Golden State. They upped it to 33. Talked about it before. Golden State is a high ball movement team. They're number one in the league. They're number one in team assist. Showed again tonight. Like I said, last game 24, tonight 33. When they started really swinging the ball and penetrating and finding guys, the way and the difference too between their guys and Dallas's guys is we only have like 3 guys who can set other people up. We only have 3 guys who can put the ball on the floor effectively and go get theirs. Everybody else are pretty much just spot up shooters. And I know y'all saw that when they ended up putting Bertans and putting Maxi Cleaver in the game at the 4 and the 5 to try to spread the floor as much as they can to open the lanes up for the drivers. And so the difference between, like I said, with Golden State, Poole could put the ball on the floor. Otto Porter can put the ball on the floor. Andrew Wiggins can put the ball on the floor. Like, it's really, Draymond, of course, Clay, Steph, Damian Lee. Did I say Jordan Poole? If not, Jordan Poole. It's only one guy on the court that really can't put the ball on the floor and create for himself, and that's Kevon Looney. So that's the huge difference too. So, like I said, when you're overplaying them on defense, those guys can just drive right by you, and it can either go to the basket like we saw tonight, where they can finish around the rim, or they're setting somebody up for a hockey assist. And we saw that a lot tonight too. So, like I said, the defense was pretty bad tonight. We lost on our individual matchups as far as defense. It was all bad. like I said, I don't know what happened, man. Dallas had this game. It's like they went away from what made them successful in the first half. It completely went away from that. And another thing too, these free throws, man. Dallas got to do better on those free throws. I'm getting tired of that same song and dance too with them. That's even in wins and even in wins and losses. So that's another thing. Of course, you would think too, with Dallas having winning the turnover battle again, you would think, oh, okay, well, Dallas won the game. No, because Golden State only had 13. They're a high turnover team, but you couldn't tell. You know what I mean? The way they were moving the ball and where they were able to penetrate in the paint today. So it, it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. Try to get through some of these. So let's see. Golden State once again were a little bit more balanced in their attack. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Last game was 7 in double figures. Now, one of the things that sticks out to me is Kevon Looney out here looking like Karl Malone or somebody like that, man, out here, or Kevin Garnett or somebody. The dude got you 21 and 12. So they talked about during the broadcast, him, showing up in game 6 against Memphis, and it looked like it just translated over into the Dallas series. Now, if I'd have told you we were going to play Kevon Looney, DeAndre Ayton, and Rudy Gobert, and I told you Kevon Looney plays better than all 3 of those centers, y'all would have laughed. Y'all would have laughed. So you telling me Kevon Looney, this guy just a throwaway player, is playing better than 2 guys. One that's a all defensive player, all-star. One that's on the cusp of being an all-star. Like that's crazy to me, man. Like I said, one of those games, man, where it's just crazy to me how Golden State is so balanced on offense. It's the way they move the ball, man. The way that their players complement each other. As far as, like I said, it's a lot of screens, penetrations, and kickouts. And like with those kickouts, they're either going to shoot it or they're setting somebody else up for a drive or a shot or whatever the case is. And they did that with perfection tonight, man. You got to tip your hat to them. Dallas has a lot of work to do. Of course, we've been in this position. We've been in this position before when they played Phoenix. They were down 0-2. Hopefully they can do the same thing they did with Phoenix, man. Hopefully Kid and his coaching staff can figure something out. The offense was a little better. Like I said, other than the 3 that were missing in the second half. When you score 117 points, most times you're supposed to win the game. But when you give 126, you're not going to win. So, yeah, that was that part. All right, y'all. I'm giving the game ball to Luka, of course. Luka Ball tonight. That's without question. Looked like he was going to start carrying the team, like I said, at the end there. Let me talk about something else too. It was something else I was going to talk about to y'all. I don't remember what it was. Maybe one of y'all gonna probably bring it up. It'll jog my memory. But yeah, I'm giving the game ball to Luka tonight, y'all. So, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the questions in the comments. Listen, since I'm riding solo, guys, you gotta help me out tonight. Please hit me with the WTM. I'm gonna try to answer as many questions as I can for you guys. I know you guys got a lot to talk about, man. This was a frustrating one for the Mavs and the Mavs fans out there. Listen, that's another thing too. I'm not doing any more watch parties. Shout out to my boy Jay. He got me a ticket, so I went with him to watch the game today. But every time I go to a watch party, man, we lose. And I'm one of those people when I watch the games, I like to focus on the game. I don't need distractions and stuff going on around. I'm trying to watch the game, especially if it's a playoffs. That's when things get serious, And so that's there, like when we're losing. I don't want to hear the drum line and the cheerleaders cheering and all that. I don't want to none of that, man. Like I'm mad already that we're losing, so I'm trying to focus on the game. And like I said, I don't really like distractions when I'm watching the playoff games, which is why I like to be at home, kind of secluded in my man cave here, watching the games. So that way, if I do get mad, nobody else can bother me while I'm trying to calm myself down after games like this. But it is what it is, y'all. So, like I said, guys, any questions, any comments, Can you guys just hit me with the WTM? I'm gonna try to get through as much of them as I can. Like I said, I'm riding solo, so here we go, y'all. Oh, my bad. I forgot to do the scroll up here, and my computer froze. I think the computer does not want me to succeed, just like the Mavs tonight. I guess. Give me a second, y'all. My computer's acting up. It just completely took away the comments. All right, come on. Wow. Yeah, this is just not my night. I guess it's not letting me scroll up to the questions. Come on. Yeah, I do apologize, y'all. Here we go. I think I'm good now. Hopefully. Nope, still going. All right, here we go. We back. We back. Not everything gonna work according to plan sometimes. All right, here we go. Lyle says, "What up, guys? I know tough loss, but we will bounce back at home. Series just started. Yeah, y'all know the saying how it goes. Series doesn't start till someone wins on someone's home court. So I thought that was gonna be tonight, but it is what it is." Lyle also says, I am the only one thing that might won the worst repped games ever. Yeah, Lies, man, it's oh my god. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something real quick, man, because King sent me this earlier. This is from a um I'm sorry, not a Kings fan. This is from a Warriors fan. He says, I'm a Warriors fan, but the referees are making me puke. Their bias towards the Dubs and against the Mavs is blatantly shamefully and obvious in the first 3 quarters of this game. I want a fair fight. I would rather see the Warriors lose fairly than win unfairly. So yeah, that was from a Warriors fan. He sent me that earlier. Like I said, it was a lot of questionable calls. The momentum started changing once the referees started making kind of a lot of those questionable calls, and it hurt us in that second half. And another thing that got me too is the way Draymond was talking to some of the referees after he got his first technical foul. Now y'all know if Luka had been anywhere close to what Draymond was doing, he would have got a technical foul. And he dodged like at least 4 or 5 technical fouls or whatever in this game, and it was ridiculous, man. It was really ridiculous. Lies also says, "What do you guys think about J Kidd timeout usage? Because he could have stopped some of the beating at time." Yeah, I just touched on that, Lies. Like I said, I understand. It should be a balance to it, right? Understand how you want your team to try to figure things out on their own, but sometimes, man, like when they went, I think what run was it? Was it a 10-0 run? I think by the Warriors. Kind of like once they started going on like a 10-0 run, that's when you need to call a timeout, man, and kind of get things under control at that time, And he didn't do that, and I think it's starting to kind of bite him in the butt now. It hurt us tonight because the Warriors went on a few runs tonight that he could have called timeouts for, but he didn't. Like I said, it should be a balance to you wanting to, trust your players to kind of figure things out, but then yet let me help you out by getting this timeout so we can just collect our thoughts and get ourselves back in order here. But you're not the only one, Lies. A lot of people talking about that right now, especially like on Twitter. Big Pack says this loss is more painful than the first game. Man, I equate this loss to Game 5 of the Phoenix series and to what was it? Game 3 of the Utah series, the game that Luka came back and we lost by 1 point when Utah scored 4 quick points in like 30 seconds, which kind of find out they shouldn't have counted. But anyway, that's what that kind of reminds me of, Big Pack, man. It's just, yeah, this game hurts. Like, I'm disappointed and angry at the same time about this game. I'm just trying to keep a level, cool, calm head for you guys while I do this video and not try to go off too much. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Euro says, all I'm going to say is Josh Green and Frank and G's. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though, Euro. To me, I think they went away from Frank too soon. He missed 2 shots, and you take him out and just start pressing the panic button, and you throw in a guy who literally hasn't really played since the Utah series. And we got to remember, Josh Green is pretty much a rookie right now. We're in the playoffs. The last thing you want to do is let somebody get their lumps right now in the playoffs. You let him sit on the bench and you let him absorb what he's seeing, and maybe that'll translate and help him next year. But right now is not the time, because he was missing shots out there too, and he was messing up on defensive assignments. Frank wasn't messing up on defensive assignments. He was just missing a couple shots. So you just try to stick with him, man. Hopefully, Reggie didn't hit his first couple shots either. Maxey didn't hit his first couple shots. So just stick with that, what you had, man, with him. His defense was pretty solid today. Stick with him, and hopefully he'll make his shots. So, because at that one point, everybody started missing their shots. So, and you didn't take all the rest of them guys out. You just took Frank out. So, yeah, I gotta disagree with that one. Ben says we made Looney look like Shaq and couldn't play defense in the second half. We didn't attack the paint when Golden State were in the bonus and in the third with 7 minutes left. Ben, not only that, when Steph had 3 fouls in the second quarter, why didn't we attack Steph? That was the point right there. At that time, whoever Steph was guarding, put him in a 2-man game. Make Steph play defense. You make him draw his 4th foul and get him off the court. You did it to Draymond. You should have did it to Steph. You get Steph out of a rhythm by taking him out the game. And they didn't do that. They let the dude sit out there literally the whole entire second quarter with just 3 fouls. Then I think he picked up his 4th foul until later on in the third quarter. So, like I said, it was a lot of questionable decisions by this team tonight. But we've seen the same song and dance before. Hopefully, Dallas can take care of business at home. They're gonna have to take care of business at home. You got 2 opportunities to take care of business at home, man. Just take what you did in the first half of this game and translate it over to game 3. So hopefully they can do that. Backpack says, I don't care what it takes. Get Gobert or any solid rim protector. Trade Brunson if it's necessary. Yeah, it was bad, man. Thing too is with that, like you said, with the rim protector like that, that allows the people on the perimeter to be a little bit more aggressive. Because without a rim protector, we're playing scrambling defense, and when you're playing scrambling defense, one person is out of out of order, out of pocket, or whatever, that messes the whole entire defensive rotation up. Like I said, Maxey got dominated today. Powell got dominated. He only played 7 minutes. So, no, I'm probably leaning back more towards getting a true traditional center, man. So, yeah, we're going to have to see what happens this offseason. Oh, God, Ben, not you too. I seen that going around on Twitter, the whole Mo Bamba thing. I don't want Mo Bamba, man. Listen, if you're talking about getting a center to help push you over the top, you need to get a real legit center, not a project, not a guy you still have to groom up. You need a legit center. So when he said Rudy Gobert, that's a guy that's a legit center. You need somebody like that back there, man. That's somebody you can put on this team right now that you can trust to do, to lock it up back there without you having to be a project or something like that. So no, I'll pass on Mo Bamba, man. I definitely pass on Mo Bamba. Beck says, I lost all confidence I had on this team. At least I hope we don't get swept. And then he says, kid got out coach. I blame this loss on him, Dinwiddie, Cleaver, and Green with Ntilikina. Let me read the rest of it so I can knock it all at once. He also says, even him would look 10 times better than what he talked to Ben. I'm sorry. He said, we need to tell Chuck, take that jersey off. Yeah, he had the jersey on after the game. I don't know why he had that on. But yeah, like I said, we've seen this before. I'm trying not to lose, faith in this team. I'm trying to stick with the philosophy of, let's see what we do at home first, because y'all remember in the Phoenix series, I was pissed after game 2 when we went down 0-2. And I thought, like, man, this might be over. Let's just win at least one to make it look respectable. So we're just gonna wait. Let's wait till Sunday, because I think Dallas has something. I don't, like I said, I don't know what happened in that second half. I remember what I was gonna tell y'all now. Now, this is why I do not. Y'all have heard me say this a million times. This is why I do not like watching the games on national TV. I don't know if any of y'all noticed this, but it sounded like the TV crew was literally gushing all over Golden State. They were, I think, it sounded like they was openly rooting for Golden State. It was to the point like, we're at the watch party with the big screen, and I'm just like, yo, can we cut the volume off? I'd rather have some music playing in the background while I'm watching the game than to hear Reggie Miller and them gushing over the damn Golden State Warriors. I was like, that was annoying. It's like, bro, shut up. You got two teams out there, and all you're talking about is Golden State. Even when Golden State was down by 20, they were talking about Golden State. I mean, I'm just getting. Oh my God, y'all was understand how much I hate the national media. I hate the national media, and this is why. And it's like Jesus, man. Like, I wish there was a way, man. They can have the games not only on national TV but also have them here locally on Bally. Because I watched the whole entire first round on Bally. I did not watch not one game on national because I cannot stand the national media, bro. Because of that reason right there. But that's what I was gonna tell y'all earlier. I couldn't remember what it was. What up, Johnny B? He said Luka defensively is falling down into the Trae Young realm. His lack of effort is disgusting. I don't care how many points he scored. He's not even trying out there. I can't blame him tonight, Johnny. He played okay on defense. Like I said, when your center is out of place, or you have one person out of place, that messes up the whole entire rotation of the defense. I didn't really come out this game and say, and y'all know I would call Luka out if he didn't play defense. I didn't come out this game thinking that Luka was the reason why we lost this game on defense or anything like that. If anything, like I said, Maxi Kleber was one of the main reasons on defense. He just kept getting biting on the same plays over and over and over and over again on offense, to where, like I just read the numbers off, Kevon Looney was out there looking like Amari Stoudemire or somebody out there. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the part that frustrated me. Then you have Powell out there getting ate up when he put him back in the game for like 2 minutes. And that's the part that frustrated me. And so when your centers are getting used up like that, like I said, we already playing a scrambling defense, which means you have to overwork on defense because you don't have a center back there to kind of help man that part back up there so where you can play aggressive on the perimeter. So that when your centers, in our case, Maxi Kleber and Dwight Powell, aren't playing what they're supposed to play, then everybody else got to overplay, and that's what happens when we get beat on defense. So there you go. K Dub says, "Is this over? 0-2. Do you think we can steal 2 home games? This is not the Suns. We lost after a comeback. I'm disappointed in this team tonight. Disappointed in Luka's defense. Like I said, if history's showing that we can, we just have to wait and see. We got 2 home games. Let's see how it goes. If you're a glass half full guy, you can say, well, we had him in the first half. We just got to clean up some things. If you're a glass half empty, you can say, well, we gave it our all and we lost. So it just depends on what spectrum you're on. For me, I'm a little on the fence right now. I'm going to reserve my opinion probably until after I see what happens on Sunday for Game 3. Because like I said, y'all saw me last time, man. I was getting on them last time after we were down 0-2 to Phoenix, man. And so, but you're right though, K Dub. This is a different team. There's not a lot of ISO ball on this team, man. Like they move the ball so proficiently, man. It's crazy. 33 assists as a team. They're number 1 in the league in assists as a team. So yeah, Kingdom got a lot of work to do before Sunday. I tell y'all that, man. It's Jesus. Just thinking about it. Johnny B says, "Why does Kid allow such huge runs without timeouts? You see, Curry called one every time they made a 3 or more shot. Yeah, and that's what I talked about, Johnny. Kid kind of falls. It seems like in that spectrum of like Popovich, where it's like I'm gonna let you guys figure this out on your own, or Phil Jackson, I'm gonna let you figure this out. But like I said before, there should be a certain balance to it. You can it's kind of like a feeling you can have. Like sometimes he's let them play and they got out of it, but you can kind of feel the game slipping out of hand. So you should have called a timeout, and he didn't do that, and it kind of costed them because, like you said, Golden State had a few runs today. It didn't look too good for him, man. It's a frustrating game, y'all. Frustrating game. trade 70% of the squad and even Brunson if needed. Jesus. Boy, y'all be flipping like light switches out here, man. Because y'all was all talking about giving everybody extensions. Now it's trade everybody. Johnny B says, I think this might be the worst loss of the playoff. It feels like it. It feels like it. Like I said, I just named off 2 other losses that kind of hurt. Game 5 in the Sun series and game 3. No, sorry, not game 3. Game 4. That's the game Luka came back. That's the game we lost by 1 point. So game 4 in the Utah series, game 5 in the Phoenix series, and then of course tonight. It hurts a little bit more tonight because we're further in the playoffs. We're in the West now, with the opportunity to try to go to the championship. But yeah, it definitely feels like that. And Johnny also says, anytime you let Looney have a career night on us, the series might be over. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to reserve my opinion until Sunday because remember, DeAndre Ayton looked good in the first 2 games against us in Phoenix, and then what did he do after that? So let's just see what happens, y'all. Johnny also said we scored 13 points in the third, and they scored 43 in the fourth. They only missed 3 shots. Yeah, all part of the defense, man. The defense just they gave up too many layups. It was way too many layups. It was a layup drill, if you will, to the line today, man. I mean, to the goal. Man, I just don't know how, man. Y'all don't know how upset I am right now, man. Like I said, I'm trying to be professional, for y'all, but I was so hot, man. Like I said, I was not nervous until I think I can't remember who said. I think it was Ben had said that once they kind of hit that 3, Otto Porter hit that 3 in the corner to get into 1 point. No, and that wasn't Ben. I'm sorry. It was slightly biased. He's the one who said it. I watched this video before I started mine. When he hit that 3 in the corner, that's when I was like, man, I had that feeling like, yo, this is not going. It's not going. I feel it's not going to end well, because that's when the momentum started shifting and then the crowd started getting into it. So like I said, it was so loud in there, man, that you can't even hear the defensive assignments. You couldn't hear anybody communicating out there, man, because it was so loud in there. Golden State got the crowd back into it. So yeah. Hey Melissa, he said if Mavs fans want to kick out Brunson, send him to the New York Knicks. Do suffer the relationship any longer than you have to. Speaking with Johnny B, man, let me know what you got Brunson, man. He balled tonight. Brunson balled tonight. So let me know. Melissa says I meant to type. Don't suffer the relationship any longer. Yeah, I understood what you meant, Melissa. I would like to still keep Brunson. So I mean, I don't know about everybody else right now, but yeah, Johnny B, let me know, man, what you got Jalen Brunson at right now, man. K Dub says so angry right now. I'm hoping for a 2-2, but it could be 3-1. The season over. By the way, did you guys see we are round 1 pick 26 in the draft? Oh, it's 26. Okay. I didn't see that. Like I said, I've been out today, man, at the watch party and all that stuff, so I didn't really get to see it. Okay, I figured that it's gonna probably be the norm for us from now on, y'all. We're gonna be like mid to late 20s from now on. So this is where Nico and them gonna make their big bucks, man. Like if you can find a nice little prospect around that range, that'd be nice, man. Get some players in here that's gonna fill out the roster as far as the depth chart, because I wouldn't mind building my team. Like I know we beat them, but let's be real. Phoenix has a nice deep team. We can build a team like that where you got a bunch of like first round picks and guys who can fill a certain role. That'd be nice. So let's just 26. We're gonna do a video on what the prospects around that range and who we want to get and all that stuff. So y'all gotta stay tuned to that. Pavel says, to me, the game was the primary defender letting the guy blow past him into the paint. And then it was Maxey 2-on-1. Maxey helps, and it's easy pass for a Looney dunk. Yeah. And a lot of that had to do, too, Pavel, with the way they freed up those guys to drive to the basket. Now, I'm glad you brought that up, too, because I was looking at it, and it was setting the pick. Matter of fact, it was one in particular I remember. When they set the pick on Dodo didn't try to fight over through the screen. He kind of just spun back around the wide way. And by the time he done that guy's already at the basket. And so they're going to have to figure out how they want to play the pick and roll here in the next few games here. You might want to try to maybe just fight under the screen, I guess, because when, like I said, in that particular play, when he set the screen, like you said, it's the guy driving to the basket, and that's causing Maxi Kleber or whoever to move up, and then Kevon Looney with the easy bucket. So yeah, you're right, Pavel. Beck says we don't have Plan B. We either make threes or we don't make threes. If we don't make threes, Luka's going to the paint. That's all our offense. Warriors have Plan B, C, D, E, and even F. Yeah, I touched on that too, Beck. I was talking about the fact that they all their players except for Kevon Looney can literally put the ball on the floor and go get their own points. We got a bunch of guys who are spot up shooters, and that is what it is. Like you see, like you've seen in the last these two games, if Dallas doesn't hit their threes, then we struggle. They can constantly drive to the basket with whoever they want in this rotation. Like literally everybody can put the ball on the floor. That might be something Dallas need to look at over the offseason, is trying to get more players, not necessarily ball handlers like a Spencer Dinwiddie or Jalen Brunson, but kind of like how Golden State had, where you have an Otto Porter or Andrew Wiggins or somebody like that can put the ball on the floor and go get their own. You know what I mean? So that way, if a play does break down, you can go out there and get it. You don't got to kick it back out to Steph to force something up like Dallas does with Luka. I can't create for myself, so I got to give it to Luka to try to force something up. So it might be something they need to look at, man. Kind of see how the way Golden State has built their team. Beck says we don't have depth in our defense. Dodo and Bullock played 45 minutes each. They ran Maxi and Luka like they're cones. Yeah. Like you said, Bullock and Dodo are both playing the most minutes on the team right now, and I think it's kind of starting to show where they're wearing down towards the ends of games, starting to miss a lot of shots that they normally make, taking their legs out. Especially with playing against this offense, man, the way that they're running around and, like I said, screens and all kind of stuff, man, it's taking their legs out. And like you said, we don't have depth. I know people gonna say Josh Green, but I don't trust Josh Green right now, playing right now in the playoffs. I kind of wish he'd went back to Frank. I don't think he should have left from Frank that quick, but that's my opinion. Powell said I actually thought Luka played good defense tonight. He was stopping Wiggins, getting in the front, and got called a bogus foul for good defense. They just didn't have the answer for the pick and roll, and that's what I was saying, Pavel. I didn't watch this game saying like, "Dang, Luka didn't play good defense," because he did. He played solid defense on Wiggins. Like I said, it was just the fact that once they started hitting us with that pick and roll, it left Maxi and them, out in the open. And like I said, Maxi recovery defense tonight was not good at all. So. Like I said, I wasn't putting that on Luka at all tonight. Like I said, y'all know if it was Luka, I would have said something. Definitely would have said something. Teflon says, man, Golden State was just pump faking and driving for easy layups in the third quarter. That sucked to watch. Yeah, Teflon, it did, man. Man. One thing too, I hate when I hate when they do those like sweeping closeouts. Like if a guy catches the ball and getting ready to shoot it and they close out and jump by him. I hate those closeouts. I'd rather you go up in front of the guy and put your hand up than to sweep by him as he waits for you to fly back and then hits a wide open jumper. Especially against this team like Golden State. You don't do that. And Dallas did that a few times tonight too, and I was just getting mad. It's like, why do y'all keep doing that? And y'all remember in the first series, maybe Spencer Dinwiddie did that to Royce O'Neal. He just let him roll right by him. Saw you fly by. Okay. Jumper. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the part that kind of got me, man. The defense was bad, y'all. They gave up 126 points. We know the team is better than that on defense. This just might be something different. It just looks like Golden State's figured something out. Hopefully Dallas can counter that in these next two games at home, y'all. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Melissa says Golden State brought the lead down so quickly. I left for the kitchen in the third, and they were 12 behind. When I returned after a few minutes, they were only 7. Yeah. It was bad, Melissa. I thought that, when Luka hit that 3, I thought that they had stopped Golden State's momentum going into the second half. I was wrong. They cut that lead down, like I said, and eventually took the lead over when Otto Porter shot that three in the corner to take a 1 point lead. Just a lot of missed opportunities for Dallas out here tonight. Just can't wait to get back home. It's the same adage. It's like role players play better at home. So if we come out here in game 3 and their role players look bad on the road, then it might hold serve on that opinion of you know role players not showing up on the road. So we're just gonna have to see. Pavel says it's hard to complain about these threes when that's what gave you a 19-point lead and you shot 46%. I think it's letting the pick and roll Looney career high 21, and we don't have an answer for that. Amen, Pavel. That's what I said. Because they were hitting it, like you said, in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half. And it was a lot of times, too. I don't know if y'all noticed, where, like, say, Spencer or Luca were driving to the basket, and it felt like they had a step on their defender, and they were trying to throw it over their shoulder to a 3-point shooter. I think Spencer didn't have like 2 turnovers when that happened, and Luca threw it and it went out of bounds on one of the ones he was trying to do. And it's like, listen, if you're that close to the basket and you're in the air already, just go for the shot. Just go for the shot. Um, us trying to force these threes, man. I understand like that's your philosophy. You penetrate and you kick out. But I feel like if you're that close to the basket, man, just go to just take the shot. You know, instead of you in the air already, you trying to throw it over your shoulder and you causing a turnover. So yeah. Teflon says we have got to get some rim protection going forward and a more athletic wing or two for the team like Golden State. Yeah, you're right, Teflon. We definitely need that. I think we talked about that before. I think I'm back on the idea of we might need to get a traditional center. So yeah. Let's see. Beck says even Boban would be better than what we had today. Yeah, you would think, huh? Couldn't get no worse, huh? Let's see. Teflon says Poole, Looney, and Wiggins been killing us these first 2 games. We have got to get some stops on these dudes, or it's just gonna be a nightmare for us. Yeah, like I said, let's see what it looks like here, y'all, in game 3. Let's see what it looks like in game 3. Like I said, we've been through this same song and dance before, so let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, I'm a reserve judgment until after game 3. Matt says it's a scary thought, but should we just sag off the perimeter a little and let them shoot more? I don't want them shooting threes, but it's better than a layup line. And that's the dilemma you face, Matt. You got a team that can not only shoot threes, but you got guys who can put the ball on the floor. So this is why kids make the big bucks, man. If we had the answer, man, I would tell you I don't know. Like I said, this loss tonight just confused the hell out of me, so I don't even know, man. Yeah, I don't want to sag off of guys like Seth. I'll say Seth, Steph, because we see him. It was one play where Maxi literally had his hand in his face, and Steph just arced right over his arm and hit it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of hard to just say have a definitive answer on what they should do. Basically, 6 players from Warriors got 5 assists. Yep, and that's what I was saying. But this is the number 1 assist team. No, Steph don't go out there and get you 10 assists a game or nothing. But as a team, they're number 1 in the league because they move the ball a lot, and it showed tonight. And so, yeah, they had 24 assists the last game. They had 33 tonight. Dinwiddie couldn't shoot to save his life. Yeah, they made it real uncomfortable for Dinwiddie tonight, man. They made it real uncomfortable. Let's see. Where the rest of the WTMs? Here we go. Beck says best thing that could happen today for Dubs was Draymond getting into foul trouble. Yeah, he played out of character. Well, not played out of character, but he was just yeah. Smile says play Powell more. As soon as he was taken out in the second half, the Warriors went on a run. Play him with Kleber, let Powell guard Looney, and Kleber guard Thompson and Porter. I mean, right now, what else do you have, man? They tried to play Kleber and Bertans together. That didn't work. They tried to spread really do the 5 wide, and that didn't work. Yeah, Dallas has a lot to work on this offseason as far as personnel wise, man. If you want to compete with teams like this, yeah, even Phoenix, like I said, the only difference between Phoenix and Golden State, Phoenix plays a whole lot more one-on-one basketball compared to Golden State, where everybody's touching the ball. Like one of the guys just said, they got 5 assists, you know, from each of the starters. So yeah, that makes it very hard to guard them. Pavel says, in my opinion, we have 5 roster spots to play with: Sterling Brown, Trey Burke, Boban, Dwight Powell, Dinwiddie. Would you add any to the list? Dinwiddie is just too inconsistent. Oh, Bertans too. You can add Bertans in there. Yeah, you're right though. There's a lot of wiggle room right there with those names you just named off. I think you can. And I would throw in. I don't know how y'all feel, but I would throw in Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, look what you did without him. So that'd be a nice little contract that can get you something back in return. So I definitely throw his name on that list too, Pavel. Melissa said Draymond act as if he wanted to get fouled out or kicked out, all that unnecessary argument. Yeah, you're right, Melissa. That's what people kept telling me, like, bro, chill. Like, what are you doing? And he was all in the referee's face, and that's the part that got me. It's like, and no, you know what? Another thing too, I think that Draymond knew the referee. Like you've been in this league long enough. You've seen the same referees. You know the tendencies. You know the ones you can push, the ones you can't push, right? So I feel like Draymond was doing that because he probably knew that these referees aren't like a Tony Brothers where they're constantly calling technical fouls. If you sneeze, technical foul. If you blink, technical foul. If you exist, technical foul. And so that's probably why he was doing that, thinking like, "Oh, they're not gonna keep me up, so I'm gonna keep pointing in your face and yelling at you and all kind of stuff." So I give props, I guess, to Draymond on that. But yeah, you're right, Melissa. It did seem that way. Sorry. Pavel says another problem is IQ. Luca has to tell people to spread out when he wants to drive, and by then they know Luca wants to drive in the paint completely telegraphed. He says he yelled at Dinwiddie for that. Yeah, I did see that too, Pavel. He did yell at Dinwiddie. Yeah, just need Dinwiddie to kind of step up, man, in this game. He did good in game one, and he did good in 6-7 in game one of this series, and then just reverted back to the Dinwiddie that we saw in the first part of the Utah series, and then in the Phoenix series. So yeah. Smito says, give up more threes on defense, but only to Porter, Lee, Moody, and especially to Green. Why is anyone guarding Green when he has the ball at the top of the key anyway? I said the same thing, Smito. He hit one, but then he missed another one after that, and that was it. He wasn't taking another one. I would live with Green being open. Like you said, I would live with Green being open. And we talked about this before, which I don't understand. It's like, whoever Green is sticking, as y'all see, if Green is going to score, he's going to drive to the basket. So you just try to cut off his driving lane. And especially if you know that all he's going to do is drive, you should be able to anticipate that. But as far as like you keeping him out there in the perimeter, pack the paint like they would do against Giannis, I would do that. That way you can sag off. I mean, they're doing it to Luka because they're playing off of Dwight Powell. They're doing it to Luka. They're playing pretty much a double down in the paint whenever he tries to drive to the basket. And so I don't know why we don't do the same thing. I would let Draymond shoot every shot if he wanted to, as long as everybody else isn't shooting. And I don't understand why they're not taking advantage of that. It should be no way in the world you're guarding Draymond as if like he's, Scottie Pippen or somebody, man. Like, come on, man. I'm with you, Smito. I definitely agree with you, man. Let me try to find some more of my W2Ms here, y'all. Okay, don't tell me you froze. Oh, it jumped. Give me a second here, y'all. Oh, it jumped. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We're in more WTMs. Motivate says Mavs in 6 still. Yeah, I still got them in 6 too, Motivate. I mean, they lost 2. It's all good. I still got them in 6. And that just means that they got to they gonna have to win 4 straight, man, which means they definitely gonna take care of home for sure. Sounding says Golden State have another 40-point loss coming up. I hope so. If it's gonna happen, you got to do it at our house. And that's another thing too. If y'all are gonna be at the game on Sunday, please bring that energy. Y'all saw the way Golden State fans were. Dallas need to do that same thing, man. Bring that energy, y'all. Help this team, man, because we definitely need these 2 wins. We want to stay remotely in this series and still have a chance to make it to the finals. Teflon says, "Yo, real. I hope some home cooking do the Mavs some good. Where do we get reps so much? Teflon, you better be mad again bringing that up, bro, because I don't know. I don't know. They got a lot of home cooking calls. The guys who were doing the game, Reggie Miller and Stan Van Gundy, were favoring the Golden State. Like I said, even when Golden State was down by 20, they were favoring Golden State, man. And it's sickening, man. It's kind of annoying too. Charlie says, this game is on Kid. He saw we couldn't get buckets with Spencer on the floor. He had bad possessions, one after another, and Kid just keeps him in and didn't call any timeouts. And he says, in my opinion, if we want to win, Luka has to play at least 42 minutes. 37 ain't enough, especially when Spencer plays this bad. And like I said, Charlie, you took out Frank for missing 2 shots, but then Spencer went out here and played like booty, and you kept him in there. So I agree with you. You might be right, man. They might have to step Luka's minutes up. It might burn him out, but it might be our only chance because he was the only one that was out there dominating today. Smino says, pick him up if he steps into the 3-point line. I live with Green taking 15 uncontested threes. Yup, exactly. Like if he hits one, okay, do it again. And when he took the second one, he didn't hit it. So you're right, man. You're definitely right, Smito. Amount says, keep Powell out and let Dodo play the backup 5 behind Maxey. I mean, they did that in the Phoenix series. So, I mean, why not here? Just got to figure out. Like, I would play Maxey when Kevon Looney plays, and if they have Draymond at the 5, you play Maxey. I mean, not Maxey, Dodo. He also says and play Frank more. Yeah, like I said, I don't understand why they went away from Frank that quick. Frank missed 2 shots, and it was just like, oh my God, take him out. But then you had, like you said, you have other players in here, man, like Spencer Dinwiddie, who didn't show up. And it was at one point everybody on that floor were missing shots, but then you take out Frank for missing shots, and you put Josh Green in, a guy who is still developing as a player. And right now, it's not time to be watching him develop, man. We're trying to win a series here. You take all that over to the offseason, man, and hope he can learn from it and come back next year. Smito says, we don't have the right assets to get someone like Gobert. Any updates at center is help. Any last one? Any last one? Probably every last one. I mean, it's the rumors that Dallas could be getting Gobert. You have that. You have the assets. You have trade pieces. It's just, are you willing to trade those pieces to get them? Because like I said, Gobert is making 35 to almost 40 million on the remaining part of his contract, and all he pretty much does is just man the paint. Like, is that what you want to invest that money in? A guy that does that, or do you want to invest it in something else? That's the question that Dallas has over the offseason. Charlie says, trade Brunson. He says, I had enough of these people not realizing what we witnessed with Brunson. He developed an insane amount and will be an all-star soon. He, like I said, I didn't watch this game tonight and trade Brunson. He balled tonight. He had 31 points. So I'm not mad at Brunson. I'm on the train to keep Brunson. I just feel like if you keep him, get somebody else to slide him down to like the 3rd option or something, man. That way he'll be a little bit more effective, in my opinion. Let's see. It's your boy. When Steph threw that bad pass to the Mavs bench, you thought Reggie Miller was giving him Nick. Oh my God, boy. Oh, y'all watched the game. Y'all heard Reggie Miller, man. I swear to you, I was getting pissed. I'm like, bro, shut up, man. Like you said, man, he was just our own Steph today, man. It was one point I was paying attention to this. Like, they went on a whole little run of just Golden State. Then they sprinkled in Mavericks. Oh, Mavericks can still turn around. Golden State. I'm just like, bro, what the hell? Are we watching this on a San Francisco channel or something? Or what is going on? Like, this has been happening, bro, the whole entire playoffs for Dallas. Nobody thought we were supposed to be here. Nobody thought we was gonna be here. Nobody has respected us. They thought that this team was a lottery team without Luka. They didn't think Luka was this good. They thought he was good, but they didn't think he was this good. You know what I mean? It's just so much disrespect when it comes to this team, man. It's getting annoying. You know, especially for us as fans. We see the team every day, and we see the growth that they've had throughout the year. We seen the amalgamation that they've had throughout the season. We've seen how they went from 16 to 18 to being a top 4 seed in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's annoying, man. It's very annoying. So yeah, you're right though, man. I noticed that too. I was just like, man, please shut up, man. And that's crazy thing too. Like Reggie Miller's like one of my favorite players growing up. Like he's the reason. Like the way he scored with his jump shot uh influenced me in my game when I grew up playing when I played basketball, man. Like I feel like okay, I can shoot. I already could shoot, but there's different ways that you can score with your shooting, not just being a spot up shooter, shooting off the dribble, pin down screens and rolling off the screens and hitting jumpers, just in all kind of different ways. So as a basketball player, man, I loved Reggie, but as a sports analyst, like, bro, shut up, man. Pavel says Reggie Miller was saying Luka is a superstar and was playing defense. He said Maxi Kleber was underrated as a defender after a block on Wiggins. Guys, this isn't on Maxi. He can't guard 2-on-1. Um, no, you're right, Pavel, but there were moments in this game where Maxi was a little lax in that second half on defense. You're right. First half he did. Now, if he had translated that first half defense to the second half, we probably wouldn't be having this talk right now. But he did. He was a little lax on defense in the second half. Now, like I said, part of that was the reason of them, the penetration to the basket and stuff like that. But a lot of most of the times too, that was on Maxi on his individual defense on Kevon Looney. So yeah. Johnny says Looney is 6'9". He's shorter than every big on our team, and he abused us thoroughly. 2 straight games tonight, especially. We got to do something probably this offseason because what we have ain't working. Yeah, yeah. I'm going back to the fact that we probably go ahead and get a big, y'all. I thought that the way Dallas was effective against the number 1 team in the West, that their style was working, but it just probably need to add better players to that style. But I think this right here is showing us that yeah, you can't play. I guess you can't play like this forever with what you have at center. So you're gonna probably have to get a center. So yeah, I gotta agree with you, Johnny. Oh yeah. Oh, hour 30. Oh, hour 3. Melissa says I like you. I want to wait until after game 3 to make a determination. Yeah, because right now I'm emotional. I think we're all emotional right now. I think everybody's mad. So I'm trying to like temper you know, my thoughts right now as far as what I see this team doing until game 3. Because y'all know how it was in the Phoenix series after game 2. I was going in on the team and I ended up having to eat crow with barbecue sauce and some honey mustard. And so that's why I say I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Let's see if Dallas can make adjustments. Because listen, I think it's now safe to say that this team is not Phoenix. It's not Phoenix, y'all. This is a different team. We've beaten this team before and stopped them on certain ways. So let's just hope that, like I said, the defensive staff and Jason Kidd and they can go into the lab, man, and kind of figure something out. But they're definitely gonna have to make some adjustments. They might have to make some personnel adjustments too, y'all. I know he wants to keep Powell out there with Luka, but it's like Powell's not being effective on that either. So, but yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Charlie says Lucas D was fine. He contested a lot of shots and stopped them penetrating when mismatched. But when they got in the paint, he railed on Maxi too much, and Maxi played awful feeling for every bite. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I said the same thing, Charlie. I think Pavel said that too. Like I said, I didn't see any issue with Lucas' defense tonight. Um, they just y'all gotta understand this team moves the ball, y'all. They move the ball. 33 assists, y'all. As a team, they had 33 assists as a team. They had 24 last game in a blowout. And in a closer one where they came back, they had 33. And like one of the guys just said, the starters all had 5 assists each. That tells you a lot right there. And so it's not that simple as just guard your guy. Like these guys move, a lot of picks and a lot of rolls. A lot of movement. A lot of players on this team can move without the ball. And that's how they're hitting us right now. You don't know where the offense is going to hit you at, man, because everybody's moving. And so it's just really going to be about Dallas playing very close to detail, paying very close attention to detail. And they're going to have to do that, y'all. Beck says, what if they try playing zone and let them shoot 3 times? Maybe it will offset them. Because, see, I was thinking that too, Beck. Like, especially when you had Draymond out there, like we said, let Draymond, you can sag off of Draymond to tighten up that zone. Let Draymond stay out there all day. Listen, I would let Draymond shoot as many shots as he want to, as many threes as he want to, all that. I would let him do it. That way you play off of Draymond and you tighten up that zone to where those other guys, you're up on them and they can't be as effective. That's what I'm thinking. Like I can't remember who said it. I apologize. I don't know why they're playing Draymond as if he's stiff. Sag off of him a little bit, man. The same way that they play defense on Giannis, do the same thing for Draymond. So I don't understand why they're playing that way, man. That was the one thing I've been saying in these last 2 games. I don't understand why they're playing Draymond like that. And I said that in the last video. Sag off of him. That way you can double down on Seth or he's saying Seth. I miss Seth. Double down on Steph or watch Clay as he's coming out those pin screens off the top of the key. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this simple stuff like that, man. But I don't know, man. Like I said, we rolled with Kid this long. Let's just see what Kid does, y'all. Pavel says I'm actually encouraged. This was a way better showing than game one. Yeah, it was. They had a 20-point lead. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they just got demolished out there. They had a 20-point lead. It's just that, for whatever reason, it kind of was went away from what made them successful in the first half, man. It just completely fell apart in the second half. Smito says Kid has to put Luka on Green every minute if he's playing. Green is no score or drive threat at all. Stay back and let Green. Yeah, I agree with you, Smito. I definitely agree with you, man. Let's see. Any more WTMs? Okay, here we go. So Il Martin says Mavs still have a chance, but it really depends on Kid's game plan. Yeah, it does, man. It definitely does. Like I said, that's why I said I'm going to hold my opinion right now till game 3. Hopefully, we've seen Kid make adjustments before. They made adjustments tonight. It just kind of fell apart, man. In the second half, you got to give big ups to Golden State. They've been here before. They know the adjustments. It's just it's different. It's different with this team, man. All right. Pavel says, this hurts, but remember you and King were way more upset with a close loss to Phoenix than a back-to-back loss to Orlando and OKC. I'm more upset on game 1 loss than game 2. We good, man. It's far from over. Now the thing is too, Pavel, I remember we weren't upset after game 1. I'm more upset after this one because you had the opportunity to close them out and you didn't do it. So yeah, I'm way more upset with this one, bro. Like I said, I'm a little bit more tempered right now because I gotta do this show for y'all, but I'm upset, bro. I'm upset. That's why I said I need to sleep on it, and then when Sunday comes, I'll kind of make my decision on what I think Dallas can do. But right now, yeah, I am upset on this game. But I feel like Dallas had this and they let it go. All right, Janet Bree says Brunson moved up to 23. Okay. I just thought that, because they lost, I thought you was going to hit Brunson in them pockets. He had 31 tonight, so he played pretty good. Charlie says, in my opinion, I think we've seen that JB can be a number 2. We are 2 pieces away from being a great team. We need a rim protector and a better 3 than Spencer. That's it. All these people overreacting. Yeah. We need a little bit more of a consistent 3. I also feel like we need, I think I said this on the last video or video before that. I think we need at least 2 more wings. And when I say wings, what I'm picturing is like, I'm not saying get this guy, but a player in the vein of like a Robert Covington. You know what I mean? Like a bigger wing, a guy's bigger than Dodo to where not only he can guard the 2s, 3s, and 4s, can guard a little bit of the 5s. but he has size on him to where if you do want to go small and put him at the 5, it won't hurt you too much. You know what I'm saying? So get you like a wing, like I said, like a Jeremy Grant or Robert Covington type guy. Get 2 more guys like that. There was another player too I was kind of thinking about today. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Let me know in the comment section. I was thinking about if we can get him for cheap because he's gonna be a free agent, and he's gotten a lot better with his health and all that stuff. He's been playing pretty well. Like a Victor Oladipo, he's somebody who can play defense and can get his own bucket. Not expecting him to go out there and get you 30 or anything, but if a play breaks down, he can do what Jordan Poole does, or what Otto Porter or somebody like that does, or he can do Andrew Wiggins type of damage. I think with this team, I would get a guy like that. Shouldn't cost you a lot. Hopefully, get another wing like that, another 2-way wing. You know, not just a 3-and-D wing. We have enough 3-and-Ds. We need to start adding people who can put the ball on the floor and go get their own just in case a play breaks down. So somebody a little bit more, like you said, a little bit more consistent than Spencer Dinwiddie. Smino says, so you want Dallas to draft a prospect, but not to trade for a player with 4 years of experience because we have no time to develop him. Okay, Smino. You gave the guy 4 years to develop, and he's been pretty much the same until now. He's putting up 10 points and 8 rebounds in 4 years. Top 10 pick. Yes, I want a prospect, someone that we can groom up. I don't want another prospect from another team. Give me the prospect that I know that we picked with our own coaching. I'm sorry, our own scouting department, and we groom them. Like, okay, let's take the prospect out of us drafting. What would he do here that he didn't do in Orlando? Like, I don't understand this fascination with Mo Bamba. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was that good, why weren't other teams this trade deadline beating down Orlando's door to get him? Remember, most of his career he was a third center. They drafted this dude with the idea of Vujovic being traded before he went to Chicago. They had the idea of trading this guy because they did draft Mo Bamba. So because Mo Bamba didn't develop the way they thought he was going to develop, they kept Vujovic. And then he ended up playing better, of course, and they gave a contract extension, and then later on they traded him. And even after they traded him, he still was a backup center. So I don't understand. Y'all are complaining about the centers we got right now. Why would you want to add another backup center to this team that in which we're talking about we need something that's going to help put us over the top? Mo Bamba is not putting us over the top. I don't want to keep adding backup centers on this team. I want to add centers that we know that I ain't got to worry about that guy being back there. I ain't got to sit there and continue to keep coaching you up back there. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, then we could have kept Moses Brown. He's 7 feet tall. He blocks shots. He's effective around the rim. We could have just kept him. If you're talking about getting Mo Bamba. Because guess what? Moses Brown was just pretty much doing the same thing that Mo Bamba was doing in Cleveland. Y'all remember him putting up 21 and 9 against us? Or 12 and 9 against us? That's pretty much what Mo Bamba was averaging. So, like, no, I don't want Mo Bamba. I don't want any more. I don't want Mo Bamba. We already see what Mo Bamba is. There's nothing that I've seen. It's like, you know what? Let's get Mo Bamba in here, man. That'll put us over the top. No, we don't need any more backup centers. You need a starting center. Now, you start talking about Miles Turner or whoever else we named off in the past, then cool. But Mo Bamba, no. I don't want Mo Bamba. I don't want him. You already have 2 backup centers, right? I'm sorry. 3 backup centers, because you got to throw Boban in there. You got 3 backup centers right now. You need a starting center, not a backup. So that's why I don't want him. Let's see. Smart also says TSJ Green Brown in the 26th pick for Bogdanovich and Gay. Damn. Somebody real quick, tell me how old Rudy Gay is. I think he up in age. But listen, I take Bogdanovich right now. I take him right now. Y'all know that. I've said that before. I take him right now. Somebody let me know how old Rudy Gay is, though. And how many years he got left on his contract. Pavel says Jordan Poole is a new Devin Booker. Devon Booker. He said he's screaming in Berton's face after a bucket. Should have got a tag, but Berton should have bodied him. Took them both out. Every play he travels and carries. Oh yeah, he did that tonight. He did that pivot foot is constantly sliding. I can't believe they can't see that. So yeah, you're right, Pavel. As much as I like this squad, they are in a rock and a hard place. The trade value of Hardaway Jr. and Bertans is at a low. I don't know about Tim because Tim has a contract that's in descending order, so that might be a little attractive to everybody else. Plus, it's not going to be that much, especially with the cap going up. So his contract goes down, his contract goes down, the cap goes up, so it's going to be beneficial. Listen, I told y'all after KP got traded, after Westbrook got traded 3 times, I'm not saying anybody can't be traded anymore. So we gonna have to wait and see. Bertans, you might have a point on that. That might be one of them cases where he had thrown in with somebody else and then probably a draft pick too. So who knows? It might be a draft day trade or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So because that's can't trade the pick right now. It had to be on draft day. Smile says Dallas should play Powell and Kleber together. Let Kleber defend the 2 guard pick and roll, and Powell defend Looney in the dunker spot. You're not the only person who mentioned that, Smito. I mean, like I said, what else do we have to lose? Charlie says, listen, Maxi couldn't protect the rim and got baited on every pump, but it's not it's not his fault to put it all on him when he's not a center. He's 6'8". People be tripping. Not putting it all on him. I'm just saying that he did struggle a little bit on some of those pick and roll actions, overplaying on the pick and roll. Like I said, not as the whole team in general. The defense struggled. Like I said, he scored 126 points. He didn't give 126 points by himself, but he was definitely a part of that, man. Oh no, sorry. Here we go. Charlie says, yo, can you check my other messages? I did. Hold on, Charlie. Charlie, just send it again, man, because I'm kind of working by myself. Just send it again. The message that you were trying to send. I apologize for that because the screen keeps jumping too while I'm trying to do the live stream too. Jamie says that's why I've been on the Mo Bamba train. He has the lateral quickness to play, help defense. He and Dodo would be similar to Tom Lord and Horford. Okay. I disagree on that with Jamie, but you're not the only person. You're definitely not the only person. I seen some people on Twitter today kind of saying the same thing. Well, the refs gave Dodo and Bertans a tech for nothing. Yeah, I still don't know why Dodo got a tech. They showed a replay, and it was like, what did Dodo do? He was talking to the referee. The next thing we know, they got on the bottom of the screen, Dodo tech from the referee. Like, what did he do? Because even the people doing the game was saying they didn't know what happened. So they were trigger happy, not if Green screams in their face all game. Yeah. Now, like I said, if that was Luka sneezing, they would have called something. You know, then for them to call a tech on Bertans and on Damian Lee when Bertans was looking in the opposite direction and was getting up, Damian Lee steps over him when you could have just went around. You stepped over him on purpose. That should have been on Damian Lee, but they gave it to Bertans. I don't understand that, man. Like it's like I said, a lot of questionable calls, and I feel like a lot of that too was taking the team out their momentum too, man. Because that's when the calls started kind of getting questionable there in the what was it, second quarter going into the third quarter. Pavel says, "Oh shoot, you're right. 6 roster spots. That's a lot to play with, regardless of what happens. I think we continually are back in the Western Conference for years to come. Yeah, like listen, this team not gonna stand packed, and y'all know Luka's only gonna get better. So you see what Luka's doing right now, and his second best option is a second round pick in Jalen Brunson. Just imagine they start getting legit help around him, man. Like you said, he's gonna be in this position for a while, you know. And who's to say, like maybe next year or in a year after that, Luka doesn't finally get over the hump and finally win that championship. Hopefully, it's this year. We still hope it's this year. This game is on Kid. He saw we couldn't get buckets with Spencer on the floor. He had bad possession one after. Oh, I think that's. I think I read that one already, Charlie. I read that one already. He said, in my opinion, if we want to win, Luka has to play. Oh yeah, I read that one too. Dang, wait, I started. Am I back to the top? Oh, I guess not. Dang, thank you, jumping. It's your boy said Jeremy Grant type of player would help so much right now, in my opinion. Yeah. Because man, that pick and roll, he can recover a whole lot faster. He's a defender. He can spread the floor. Can put the can put the ball on the floor a little bit. And I ain't saying he, Kyrie Irving or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But he can put the ball on the floor a little bit, man. So, yeah. Because I know that name been thrown out there a lot, man. Shout out to my boy Thomas. I know that name been thrown out a lot, man, for somebody that Dallas could probably look at getting. Teflon says, is this just me or Draymond annoying as hell being extra with this? And oh my God. Yeah. So for some of y'all who just followed us, man, or probably day one is probably no. I can't stand Draymond Green, y'all. I can't stand Draymond Green. There's two players in the league I honestly cannot stand. And that's Draymond and Patrick Beverly. Those are the two players I can't. Oh my God, I just don't know. I can't stand now one of those guys, man. They're just annoying as hell. Like those are the kind of players I know for their teams. People love them, but people outside I can't stand them. Y'all see what Patrick Beverly doing right now? Like just annoying, man. These two dudes talk like as if like they're Jordan or something out here, man. It just is annoying. Charlie says, in my opinion, I think we've seen that JB can be a number two. We are 2 pieces away from being a great team. We need a rim. Oh, I read that one too, Charlie. Hold on. Let's see. Did I read this one? Yeah, I read that one too. What? Oh, am I back at the top? Oh, you see? Hold on, y'all. I think this thing is jumped. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I read those your comments on those, Charlie, earlier. Wayne in the building. Why was he there? I thought he was a Phoenix guy. I'll read the rest. A Phoenix guy. Do you see Luca barking at him at half? He shrunk like a riddle poodle. Yeah, a roly poly. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what kind of fan. Lil Wayne's the biggest flip flopper, man, I've ever seen in my life when it comes to these celebrities who are fans of teams. Because he was supposed to be a Laker fan. Then all of a sudden now you're a Phoenix fan because you cool with Chris Paul. Why are you at the Golden State Warriors game? Well, who are you a fan of now? You know what I'm saying? Like, do be flip flopping, man. So I don't know who you're a fan of. Oh wait, I read that one too. There we go. Smito says Ntilikina was -10. He missed 3 uncontested shots. So yeah, see, he said they didn't even try to close out with Ntilikina. They played 5-on-4 or defense. Green stood in the paint all the time while guarding Ntilikina. Yeah, but like I said, man, like up to this point, Frank has been pretty solid on his threes. You know what I'm saying? You hit 1 or 2 of them, but like I said, he missed 3. He wasn't the only one who missed threes though. In that little stretch you're talking about, there's a bunch of people missing threes. Like we've been saying, Spencer Dinwiddie was missing shots, but you didn't take him out. At that point, Reggie Bullock was missing because he missed a couple of shots in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Maxey missed 1 in the corner. Dodo missed 1 in the corner, but you didn't take those guys out. So I feel like he jumped too quickly on Frank. Like I said, Frank was a good defender. He was doing solid on defense, but when he missed those 3 shots, like, oh, take him out. Put Josh Green in. Like, what? Frank was that bad that you put Josh Green in, a guy who really didn't play since first round? Like, I don't understand that, man. I didn't get that one. Kid did not take a single timeout in the third quarter. Yeah, man. Yeah, we talked about that too. Harold said, bro, I'm tired of this team not showing up in the second half. We lost many games in this postseason that way. Yeah, Harold, we did. I don't know what happened in this game, man. Like I said, I was pissed, man. I don't know what happened. Amount says Mavs lose in 7 in Golden State. That's Wizards game. Mavs lose in 7 in Golden State. That's yeah. Dang it, Amount, to bring it up. He's talking about the fact that we lost to the Wizards that cost us having home court advantage. Dang, man, he had to bring that up, man. Yeah. KP got him one last little laugh in. I see. Teflon says, I never see Lil Wayne at the AAC though with this fake self. He said, I could be wrong. Front running Wayne. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but Wayne's supposed to be a Laker fan too. He was with Miami at one point too, because he was sitting next to like Ross and DJ Khaled. So I'm just like who are you a fan of? I'm confused. Like, what now you with the Golden State Warriors? Like, that's why I said celebrities are there's something else, man. They have they have friends with these players and stuff like that, man. So they pretty much just go and support against each player. Like I don't take him as a fan of Golden State. Johnny B said, "Bro, I'd rather play Burke than Josh." Exactly. He said Trey can get his own shot and he hustles on defense. Excuse me. He can put some extra pressure on Golden State attacking the basket. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to see Josh Green anymore, man. I don't want to see Josh Green anymore. Nah, I'm good on Josh Green. Charlie says we either play both bigs or play Frank instead of Jalen for spurts and have Maxi and Dodo as the bigs. And listen, you might want to send that to Jason Kidd, man, because it's a lot of. I know it's a lot of. I don't know, kind of pieces. I guess you can move around to try to solve this. We're all sitting there trying to scratch our heads right now as a unit, trying to figure out what we can do. So I don't know, man. I don't have any answers. I thought I had the answer in a second. I thought maybe if they just, kind of switch up defensive assignments and all that stuff, they did that today, I believe. No, because they still had Jalen on Green. They had Dodo sticking. No, because they had Reggie sticking Steph. Yeah, they didn't switch up defensive assignments either. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, y'all. We definitely have to wait and see. Let's see. Yeah. Beck says on a positive note, LeBron lost first 2 games against the Pistons in 07 and won the next 4. Maybe Luka can do the same. Yeah. It's got to be the defense, though. We see the offense starting to click. Now it's got to be the defense. Smiley said, I think Oladipo would stay with the Heat. They gave him a contract while injured, and they won't let him leave. I was hearing different, Smito. I heard that there's going to be some teams that's going to be probably coveting for Oladipo this offseason. But, I mean, you might be right. I was just throwing that name out there as like an idea of the type of player that I think Dallas should go after. Somebody who like that, who can play defense, but it can also get his own buckets, man. So he could be a two-way player. Instead of getting a ball handler or a 3-and-D guy, get you somebody who can be a ball handler and a 3-and-D guy, and Victor Oladipo. Let's see. Oh, it is jumps. Are you serious? Wow. Well, y'all coming with the questions and stuff tonight. Pavel says, do you like Batum as a free agent? Pavel, do me a favor, man. If you're still, I know you're still here, but let me know how old he is, and I'll give you that answer. Just let me know how old he is. Smito says, I don't want Bumble to do anything more than he did this year. Play 25 minutes, shoot 38% from 3, 4 3-point attempts, grab 8 rebounds, and block shots. He never in his career played with a good guard. Okay, Smito. Like I said, I would take him if y'all get him like the minimum of the minimalist. I'm making a word up, but you know what I'm saying. Give him a minimum contract, bro. Like I said, I don't want. When we're thinking of a center right now for the team, I'm thinking bigger. Like I said, a Miles Turner, a Rudy Gobert, a DeAndre Ayton, a Tom Lord, somebody like that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of something bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want another backup center, man, to play for this team, man. Don't be surprised if Mo Bamba sign. Oh my god. You know what? If they sign Mo Bamba, man, y'all better pray to God Mo Bamba don't come in here being trash. I'm getting on him every game. Y'all know I'm gonna get on him every game because y'all want this dude so bad, man. He better not come in here trash. RC says, preach, pass on Mo Bamba. Yeah. Rudy is 35. Smile says he's 36. And he didn't even play in this. He didn't even play in that Utah Dallas series though. I'm going to pass on Rudy. I'm gonna pass on Rudy, man, because if he didn't play in this series, I don't know what he would do for us. Yeah, I'm passing on Rudy. I wouldn't mind Bogdanovich though. I would not mind him. Pavel said don't want Mo Bamba either. It's all over Reddit too. I think his name is just fun to say. It's not even just Reddit either, Pavel. Like his name is all over Twitter right now. Like, Twitter blowing up with him. Especially when that article came out that he's gonna probably test free agency. Johnny says he's gonna be cheap. He's young and he still has room to improve. The Mavericks have a great development squad, and all the centers we want are under contract. Turner, Gobert, etc. Yeah, we already know that. We want to trade for them. You got pieces to trade for them. But I see I see what you're saying, Johnny. Mo Bamba does not move the needle for me. Man. I'm sorry. Like I said, when I think of centers, that's not the first name that comes to my mind. And it ain't the last. It probably ain't even the last either. Like I don't even think of him at all when it comes to these centers. That matter of fact, what's the boy name from Boston? Not Robert Williams III, but the other one they got. He was the one that hit all those threes on Milwaukee in Game 6 or Game 7. I can't think of his name. Like somebody like that. I've been hearing his name being thrown out. Like I'd rather have him. Don't worry, I already reset them. My bad, bro. Nah, you good, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get all y'all, man. Matter of fact, I'm at an hour and 30 minutes right now. I'm still getting questions coming in. Why does Luka get the blame every time we lose? That's what it is, K Dub. He's the next LeBron as far as a player that no matter what he does, he's gonna. Matter of fact, Luka is. I said this before. Luka is probably the most criticized player after LeBron in the league. Like that's like hands down, no questions asked. The most criticized. No matter what he does, he can't win, he can't lose. The only way Luka's gonna get over that is if he wins a championship. Until then, people gonna constantly keep criticizing him, whether it be fans or whether it not be fans. It's how it is, man. I'm with you. I don't understand why they do it. Because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this position right now. But before he got here, we was flirt with the lottery every year, and so I don't know. I'm with you, man. I'm confused on that too. Because I don't see I don't see Boston doing that to Jason Tatum. I definitely don't see Atlanta doing that to Trae Young. And I don't see Memphis doing it to Ja, so forth, so forth. I don't see them doing that to their star players, but I don't even see Charlotte doing that to LaMelo Ball. But we the only ones that do it. I don't understand why that is, but it is what it is. Teflon said, didn't we have Mo Bamba already with College Stein? No, I'm good. No. We didn't have Mo Bamba. He played for Orlando. We didn't have Mo Bamba. Benny says those green minutes hurt us. Yeah, which is why I said I don't know why they put Green in there. I don't know why they put him in there. They should have just stuck with Frank. Just stuck with Frank, man. Dallas has to upgrade the roster. Clippers will be. Oh yeah, Smart, you're right. Clippers will be back. Denver will be healthy. Wolves will be more experienced. Zion will be back. The West will be bloodbath next season. You're right. You're right. Which also why I was kind of saying Dallas needs to take advantage of this right now of trying to, get to the finals. Because like you said, those other teams will be back next year, man. And hopefully, along with the experience that we're building right now, with our roster updates or upgrades, hopefully that'll help us kind of stay afloat above those teams you just named off. Merriman says this series is not over till it's over. Still gonna believe. Yeah, I do too, man. I do too. RCA says I don't like Green, but Pat Bev and the Morris twins on my nerve. Yeah, they part them too. They don't talk like those two guys do, man. Like those two, like Green and Pat Bev, not only annoying, but they talk too much, man. That's the part that gets me with them. Keeps jumping. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna probably have to cut this short here in a little bit. I'm already over an hour and a half. It's getting hot in here. I didn't turn no air on. I know the missus keep telling me I can turn the air on when I get in here, but yeah. Charlie says it's because I sent them with oh yes, he's doubling your questions, man, that I'm already addressing already. I don't know why I'm doing that. We don't take Bullock, Dodo, Kleber, and so on out because the Warriors respect them and try to defend them. They didn't try to defend Ntilikina. I don't think it was that they weren't trying to defend Ntilikina. It's just one of those cases where, just like in the first game, they were wide open. Because it's not like they didn't try to close out on it. They were leaning trying to contest his shot. He was just wide open in the corner. The same way it was in the first game. It wasn't that they, all those players that were taking those, the Brunsons, the Dodos, the Reggie Bullocks, they were making wide open shots. It's not that they didn't close out on them. They were just wide open. This is how the offense dictated. And that's the same thing with Frank. Because there were other players who were shooting corner threes too that were wide open. They were just missing their shots. So I gotta disagree with you on that, Smito. Charlie says at the end of the day, this roster has overachieved and we need a few more pieces. That being said, Mavs are 6. I got you. Definitely Mavs are 6. Batum is 33. I would take Batum for the vet minimum. Pavel. I'll take him for the vet minimum. I think he still has something in the tank. He's only 33. He's not super old, so yeah. He said, Charlie said Batum's only 33. We would be good for us. Frank could convince him as well. Yeah, and Frank and Batum likes Luka, so that can definitely go well. Smilo says, I take Rudy as a vet for the end of the bench. This trade will bring Bogdanovich and to play Green. To play the Green and Ntilikina minutes, and that's worth more than a roster spot Gay takes. You might be right. Charlie said Mo Bamba was Donovan Mitchell's IG live saying, "Come here to the Knicks." Wow, I didn't see that. Let's see. Smito says, "Why did Green hurt? He was -1 in 5 minutes. Ntilikina was -10 in 7. Ntilikina minutes hurt us." Like I said, Frank missed 3 shots. It's not like he took 20 shots and missed like 3 of them. He took 3 shots and missed them. At one point, the team as a whole in the second half was like 3 for 17 on threes. So you're gonna blame that on Frank too? So what about those guys missing threes too? Like I said, Reggie Bullock missed threes. Dodo missed threes. Who else? Maxey missed threes. Why you didn't take them out the game? He took 3 shots. That's it. Those 3 shots weren't the overall thing that hurt us. Because guess what? Like you said, you're going to play like 7 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. Those 3 shots in 10 minutes not enough to hurt the whole entire team because he didn't play in the second half. So how did that hurt us? We got dominated in the second half. You're talking about the first half. We were up. So I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense, Milo. Like I said, sometimes it's not just about looking at the plus minus. It's like it's an eye test. Look at the game. What you're talking about happened in the first half, we were up. Those shots I'm talking about that those other guys missed that you didn't take out the game was in the second half when they were catching up and they pulled off on us. So I definitely got to disagree with you on that. Pavel says, "Good night, Real. Thanks for doing the show. On to the next one." Yeah, man, definitely on to the next one. And RC says, "We're good. Our defense is gonna click at home and give us that spark we need." Mavs and 7. Yeah, it might be Mavs and 7 now. Yeah. And Matt says the Mavs own beds are going to look real good to them tomorrow. These guys have been homesick before Phoenix game 7. That's a long, hyped time to be uncomfortable. They're tired. Yeah, man. Home cooking could definitely help, man. Could definitely help. Oh man, that was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. He will be going solo tonight. Hopefully King will be back on the next video. I don't know what happened with him. So I definitely apologize for that, y'all. With all that being said, listen, guys, if you're brand spanking new to the channel, guys, please do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button for us, guys. We're steady growing our channel here. We're steady growing the Glow Gang Glow Nation here on the channel. So we definitely will appreciate your guys' subscriptions. Also hit that notification bell so whenever we're getting ready to drop a video, you guys be the first one to know. Also, if you enjoyed the content tonight, guys, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. The like button helps us out tremendously. I just don't understand how much it helps us. It helps us to get our video out there in the algorithm. It helps us for our video to be one of the first videos to pop up when you type in Mav content. So that definitely helps us out here, guys. Also, if you're on Twitter, guys, please follow us down here at We Talk Mavs here on Twitter. And also follow us on Instagram at We Talk _Mavs on Instagram. So We Talk Mavs, all one word on Twitter. We Talk _Mavs on Instagram, guys. So I think that's going to probably do it for me tonight, guys. I definitely appreciate y'all rocking with me, and I appreciate y'all's patience and waiting tonight. I know it was a late one. I didn't mean for it to be that late. I do apologize. We'll try to do better in the future, guys. I would definitely try to do better. With all that being said, guys, it is your boy Real. I will catch you guys here on Sunday night, Same Mav time, same Mav channel as Dallas plays Golden State here in Dallas. So, guys, please bring that energy if you're going to go to the game, guys. Please bring that energy. And with all that being said, guys, it is your boy Real. I will catch y'all again later. And hopefully this will work for me tonight, y'all. Something gotta go right for me.